everybody, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we will be talking about something that blew up over the course of a few hours. Something that's been all the talk of thousands, maybe millions for the past few days. Something that makes you lose brain cells whenever you actually read the documents. The one and the only Skeppy allegations. Yippee. I went over a lot of information from the documents, my friends, other commentary videos, and CCR is still giving out more information as well. So even though there are probably like dozens of other videos explaining this topic, and this one might not be of any use to anybody anymore, I will try my best to explain this topic from my perspective, my opinion, and my theories, because until Skeppy gets that response out, we can only have opinions and theories. But before we get into the video, please like and subsies, or I'll eat all your pizza and take all your nail polish, and I will take all your tires if you have any. Yeah, thank you. Enjoy the video. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to be looking into is Kaya's accusations. I would open up the doc, but whenever I try to open up the doc, it just says literally this. So my guess is Kaya got scared when Skeppy said he was going to reply and deleted the document. But luckily, I do have a few screenshots, so I will do with that as I may. So basically, Kaya accused Skeppy of grooming. Let's clarify what grooming is. Grooming refers to the act of deliberately building a relationship with a child or other vulnerable person with the intent of SA or exploiting them. So Kaya says that they and Skeppy hung out on invaded lands a lot and other servers and played games together a lot. And basically what they're claiming as grooming in the situation is Skeppy occasionally calling them pretty sometimes and buying them a lot of stuff in-game, such as MVP++ on Hypixel and his own lunar cosmetics. So basically in the situation of grooming, someone will attempt to form a relationship with somebody by giving them a bunch of stuff and then eventually saying something like, oh, well, I gave you all this stuff, so now you have to give me this because it's only fair. And usually the things that they will ask for in return is money related or SA related. And in Kai's situation, Skeppy wasn't asking for anything in return. He was just doing nice things for them. Was Skeppy calling them pretty a few times a little weird? Yes, it was. But that doesn't change the fact that it's still not grooming. It's still not wrong. And it sure as hell is not allegation worthy. Now, thankfully, Kaya actually realized that none of this was grooming. It might have been a little weird, but it still isn't grooming and it's still not wrong. They posted a tweet saying that their perspective on the situation had changed and they are sorry for any inconveniences that their post had made. So now that that's out of the way, let's get into Caesar's accusations. My brain hurts while looking through all of this, okay? Basically, the entirety of Caesar's document is talking about Skeppy just being a bad boyfriend. Sometimes he leaves you on red for a couple of days or a week or two, and there's nothing wrong with wanting to keep a relationship secret. He's a Minecraft YouTuber with 6 million subscribers. In one of his VODs a while ago, he said that he might not be able to continue streaming because he's stressed and doesn't have the energy or time for it. And he sounded exhausted while talking about it too. Maybe he just didn't want word getting out about the relationship because it was just one extra thing that he'd have to stress about. And there's nothing wrong with wanting a quiet relationship. He's a busy guy with 6 million subscribers who uploads daily. He's probably just stressed with a bunch of different things and he doesn't know how to handle it. And all of this is not helping at all. All of the things that happened in the situation that Caesar described are signs of a normal toxic relationship that you need to step away from or handle privately and not make public to the entire community. I just find this all so unnecessary. And let's take into consideration, what if Skeppy wasn't a famous YouTuber? The only reason why you're making this public is because he has 6 million subscribers. You're probably just doing this for the drama, Cecile. This is so unnecessary. She just threw a few little things on the document and tried to back it up with a bunch of extra stuff to make it seem so much worse than it actually is. I mean, look at all this extra information. This is so much. I am honestly amazed by how much you can put into this. And yet it still doesn't end there. Cecia posted this tweet with a bunch of information from an anonymous person. It's a little slideshow explaining how they pre-gamed with Skeppy and got drunk, then said, and I quote, "I do not remember this night. Low-key got SA'd by Zach. It's okay though. It hasn't hit me that hard yet." Okay, first off, how can you claim that you got SA'd by Skeppy but not remember it? Second of all, how is anybody supposed to take you seriously when you say low-key, and then you say, "It's okay though, hasn't hit me that hard yet"? You're acting like this is a I broke my foot situation and not a I got SA'd situation. You're being way too nonchalant in your words with this. No one just says, "Low-key got SA'd. It's okay though, it hasn't hit me that hard yet." You're acting like this is nothing. Getting SA'd is not nothing. And not only that, but you have absolutely no evidence to the situation either. The only evidence that these pictures are showing is that you were at a party with Zach. And then you threw a bunch of random information on a bullet point slideshow saying you got SA'd, and then literally say, "Nah, it's okay though, it's okay, it's okay. It's whatever." This is not something you should just mess around with. People actually get thrown in prison for these things for years. I bet these are just a bunch of random kids posting false information on the internet for fun. And the fact that some people are actually supporting these people and actually feel sorry for them is actually insane. Our world is full of idiots. I don't know why I even made this video. It's kind of pointless. The documents speak for themselves. The evidence, the so-called evidence speaks for themselves. It's all just a bunch of crap. Sincere lack of communication, Kaya false accusation, and the random so-called victim lack of evidence. A lot of lack of evidence and a lot of lack of just the right emotion to the situation. My brain hurts. Oh wait, hold on. Orange is calling me. Yes, child?
About the allegations, I think Skeppy might be gay for me.
Okay.
Why does she sound like she's...
Anyways, as I was saying, I don't think this whole thing needed to be made public. And Gal or Gall in his video, however you pronounce his name, he explained in the call situation between Kaya and Skeppy, instead of Skeppy realizing that this person was not a female, he might have realized that they were actually a kid and he should stop talking to them. Which is also another way we can tell that he didn't know that they were a minor and never looked at their bio in the first place to confirm it. And in Caesar's document, it did seem that Skeppy wanted her to stay away from his friends, and I did kind of explain this earlier, but to go into more detail, he probably didn't want it to become one of those things where if it got out, then everybody would start shipping them, or he didn't want it to become the main point of his life and the main thing that everybody talked about. Or in other words, he was just not comfortable with it going public and he didn't want to take the risk of it going public. And wanting your relationship to stay secret is perfectly fine. It's whether your partner is okay with it as well. And it's up to your partner to choose whether they stay with you or not. It's up to your partner to talk to you about the situation and let them know that they're not okay with it and it doesn't make them feel comfortable with the situation. Every relationship needs communication to survive and stay healthy. And if you can't communicate or don't feel comfortable communicating with your partner, then maybe it's time to leave them and leave it be. And when you do leave them, talk to someone that you know and trust about the situation if you need someone to talk to about it. Don't ever post the entire situation all over social media if it's really not that bad, because that will only make the situation worse. Communication, people. Communication is one of the main keys to surviving this world. And if you don't feel comfortable with communicating with people, all you have to say is, "I need a break, I need to step away," and then you just walk away from the situation. You don't make it worse by telling so many other people so many different rumors when you don't have all the context yourself. There is also a lot of lack of communication with Kaya too. If they were really uncomfortable with the situation, they should have said they were uncomfortable with it and communicated with Skeppy instead of alleging him of different things that may not have been the case. And with the SA allegations, there really isn't enough proof and the wording is really hard to take seriously. That's about it for this video. Again, I can't speak for anyone. A lot of what I was saying about Skeppy is only what could be on his his side of the situation. What we really need to do is just wait for his response video to come out before we can state anything as fact. So if you enjoyed this video, please like and subsies, or I'll take all your nail polish and eat all your pizza and eat all your tires and eat all your gasoline and smell all your gasoline, and yeah, bye-bye.